4, Suck You Cycle 3! We are now on week 6.
Yes.
We are 2 weeks, oh yes, 2 weeks away from the finale. We have 6 contestants.
Yes.
And being it's Halloween week, this is our Halloween special.
Yes. And instead of cheering throughout tonight, we encourage you to let your inner ghost out by going, woo! Let's do it together. 3, 2, 1.
Haunting.
Yes.
Haunting.
Haunting. If you are indeed just joining us for this week of Suck You, it is our ongoing pageant where we are putting contestants to the test to show their very best drag on this stage, on this floor, and in front of all you fabulous audience members. So we're going to do a little recap of last week, and then we'll launch into tonight's shenanigans.
So last week was our first ever Suck Musical. Yes, it was Eurovision the musical, and our top 7 were going head to head, giving us their best illusion of a Eurovision diva. And we sadly said goodbye to Rhiannon last week.
Rihanna,
We love Rihanna, we love Rihanna. And of course, Elizabeth Moore as Conchita Wurst took snatched that badge last week.
And yet, tonight we are challenging them on something completely different. Tonight is all about horror and horror icons, because the contestants have been split into 3 pairs, and tonight they'll be performing not only in the main challenge as a pair, but on the runway as a pair as well. Yes.
Yes. We're getting some spooky performances as a duet, and then a spooky runway as a duet. Yes. Our 3 pairs were assigned by last week's winner, Elizabeth Moore.
Yes.
And of course, we're going to have a performance section and a runway and some performances from our very, very fabulous judges this evening as well.
Speaking of our judges, shall we go over to them and meet them
Let's go
all?
over. I'm going to go down this way very, very, very
I think we're going to
spookily.
start with our very first special guest judge, all the way from hell itself. Make some noise for Lacy
Hi.
Lacy, I would say as a spooky queen, but I'm going to rephrase. As someone who scares all of us daily, what are you looking for in tonight's competition? What makes a good spooky performance?
I'm just excited to be out the house. I'll take anything. But yeah, I want to see commitment to character, whatever they may be, whether you're a scream queen or something from the dark web. Either or, just looking for commitment.
Commitment to character,
Yes.
and we're looking for silliness, because in all horror there's always a little bit of silly as well, right?
Not in my day-to-day, but yes, mostly.
Make some noise for Lacy We are joined by the queen of Halloween herself. It's Phetamine in the house! And as a connoisseur of horror,
I call myself a slasher slut.
yeah, that works.
Certified slasher slut.
What are you looking for tonight on this stage? Is there any specific franchises you'd like to see on the stage?
I mean, as a slasher slut, if I see any scream or ghost face kind of paraphernalia, I will scream because that's mine.
Can you give us your best horror scream on the microphone, please?
Fuck's sake.
I said scream, not your orgasm. Please answer.
I think I'm looking for accuracy. If you're going to do a movie or you're going to do like a horror franchise, make sure it's accurate. Because I will point out that it's not.
She's checking for continuity this evening, yes. Make some noise for Phetamine. We are joined by the grand high bitch herself as Winifred Sanderson. Make some noise for Chucky! Hey, Chucky, you are not scary, but your accent is. What are you looking for from us this evening on this stage?
Racist! Well, if we're going to talk about continuity, where's Mary's jaw, please? Thank you so much. Listen, I'm a big old baby. I hate scary films. I watched 20 minutes of the latest Stranger Things series and was like, nope, I'm not doing this alone. So I'm a big fucking whiny baby. So for me, camp is really important because horror movies like very quickly stop being scary when the technology looks bad. But if they're camp, they're timeless. It doesn't matter how old it is. If it's camp, it stays around for fucking ever.
Absolutely.
So I want the element of camp that makes horror so glamorous. That's
Make
all
some
I
noise for
want.
Chucky Bartolo. Yes. Mr. Jazzy, do you want to add anything that you're looking for this evening?
All I'm going to say is we are at top 6 now, and all of these divas are absolutely incredible.
Yes.
We are going to be looking for the smallest, tiniest flaws.
Yeah.
We're going to be real bitches tonight because everyone here is so amazing, and it's going to be really tough, really tough.
Well, as you said, tonight is technically our quarter final. We are only 2 weeks away from the finale, so we are going to have to very difficult judging this evening to make those tough decisions. But first and foremost, as the audience of tonight, you have a very specific and simple job, and that is to show love to each and every performer that gets up on this stage tonight. So we are going to do a quick vocal warm-up. I would like a yes on the count of 3 to make sure you're all ready to cheer for them as they get on this stage. Yes on 3. 1, 2, 3! Your grandparents are rolling in their graves. Okay, the other thing to note is that this avenue is our main entryway to the stage. I will need everyone in this avenue to, as they say in French, move the fuck out of the way. Please make as much space as possible. Yous are fine, yous are sitting, I got you. Anyone standing, because this is where our contestants will be coming from, both for the runway and for these first set of performances. The other rules are straightforward. Don't walk on the stage. Don't talk while the performers are on, because you're here to be scared, and nothing's scarier than a rude audience member. Delmonicas, are you ready to see your first performance?